Hello there everyone, this is Big Benedict. What mission are we on? This must be mission 9. So we've got about 4 more missions to do. And this one's pretty tough. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I got my humidifier on. It's the summer's really taking its toll on me. And it's opened my eyes to the fact that I have some allergies, not coughing, sneezing kind of stuff, just mucus. And I think I discussed that elsewhere, but totally irrelevant. What we need to do here is take out these snipers over there, or soldiers rather. We're actually doing the sniping. What I have here is the gun cam, and it's gonna come in pretty handy. I like this weapon, but for a while you're not gonna get a checkpoint, and I like going over to this area personally because you get a good chance to flank the enemies. And always have that UAV cipher get regrouped to you, so that that's been my experience so far with this game. Whenever I need the UAV cipher, if I've left it way far back, then I have to compensate for that by having to move it forward so much. So always regroup that thing. And any enemies that you can't see, make sure that you scan the environment. Just very, very helpful to use that satellite. But this might not look like the best place to be, but I feel it's pretty good because you can use a cipher to scan everybody and collect the intel for them, for their locations. And this level's pretty damn challenging, I've got to say, because normally you'll gradually get a level to be more difficult as the game goes on. Like, it won't start out too hard, then it'll gradually. That's what a good game does anyway. And that's exactly what this game's doing. You know, like the first 6 missions or so, they haven't really been too challenging. Now that we're getting past the halfway point, you know, past the point of no return, so to speak. And you have to excuse me, I say so to speak quite a lot because I'm an English major and I realize whenever I'm saying a cliche or like a colloquialism or something like that, I always say, you know, pardon me, or, you know, just like that. Hold on a second. Someone was trying to text me at 2 in the morning? I don't know, but the reason I'm up so late is because I can't sleep, so I'm using this humidifier. Hopefully I can get some cool mist going. So yeah, you could take. Now you can't shoot through walls with this, thin walls, but you can see how it's perfect because you don't have to expose yourself right here with the gun cam. So just aim out. You can aim up, or, you know, if it's a low wall you're crouching behind, just aim up, and you could actually hold the L1 button and aim in with the gun cam, so you're not actually exposed either. In that regard, it's not like you have to blind fire when you're using the gun cam. So here is some really smart use of, and I already knew where these enemies were, but I wanted to show you where they were. Is this a situation where they were before? One of these guys really snuck up on me, but I think I cleared that section. Yeah, it's the next section that has one guy encamped way in the rear of the facility. So what's in this facility is the Black Hawk, and it's decommissioned and it crashed and things like that. But these visuals here, they're very impressive, even though I think like the frame rate, it really is constant over here. But look at the countdown here, and I don't know, this doesn't really make sense. Like, I was running like as far away as I could from the barn or the facility, whatever it is, and then it kept killing me. So I stood here and I said, maybe it wants me to be behind the cover, and it sure as hell did want me to do that, even though it's illogical because those barrels would have got blown halfway to Kingdom Come. Shit, Rubber Stack scared the fuck out of me right there. We have one guy to take care of right there. This is the checkpoint area. So make sure you're always recalling that drone, the cipher that is. And this next section took me quite a few tries to do. But, I mean, can't he run a little bit faster? That's my one of my issues with this fucking game. No offense, I'm not mad or anything, and I'm not trying to diss it because it's good. It's a very competent shooter. But no, you can go left, straight, or right. I'm gonna go left because it's safest, and take out these two guys over in this location. You have to clear all the sentries. So here's a couple of guys right here, and I think this is somewhat of a stealth section, but I don't think the suppressive weapons have scopes on them. Correct me if I'm wrong, you know, anybody who's in the know more than I am about this game, but perhaps some of them do, but I haven't investigated it any more thoroughly than that. But whatever you've selected for your weapons, it's going to have to remain that way until you get to the next checkpoint. But the best way to deal with this situation here is to take out the truck. And it's going to take you a lot of bullets, and you might just want to take out the... I don't know if you're required. I'm just not sure. You might have to take out that troop transport. So just keep firing at it. You're going to have to reload quite a bit, but the nice thing is you're going to take out all these three guys over here. And I've also... Ooh, no, beautiful explosion. I've been trying to say the word and less, because in my earlier videos from like my God of War Ascension guides, like I was saying it so many times, and it's just whenever you're consciously trying to, you know, watch your video and count the number of times you say it, it's just weird. But anyway, this right here, this guy over, where is that guy? There is a guy entrenched at the rear, and there he is right there in that square. Is that? No. I'll show you where he is, though, because he surprised me. But always do those scans. It's so helpful. I can't tell you how helpful that is. So we gathered that intel. Now we have them marked for death. So you're going to need to get up this hill and get behind this low barrier right here. And it looks like there's only one guy who's available for us to kill right now without us having to move. So take this guy out really quickly and then move forward. You can actually climb over this low wall. The amount of times when there's like a low wall like that I can't climb over, it pisses me off really badly, because you should be able to climb over any low wall, not just select ones. Okay, so we have two guys behind this adobe building here. I see those two guys, and then there's this guy here who killed me one time, and that was the last time he killed me. Because you learn pretty quick. You get indignant about getting killed, I guess you'd say is a good word for that. So beautiful. Look at this gun cam. You could zoom in from the safety of cover. It's a really good gun. I like it. It's not the most powerful gun, but at least it has a scope, and it has that extra benefit. So this guy, you'll need to go behind this piece of cover here to take this guy out. Just watch out, because you're very close to these enemies, and you don't want them to fire a barrage of bullets on you. This guy here normally has his back turned, so take him out, and then that's the whole area. You get a save point. It's nice that they give you a checkpoint. And then our next goal is to go to the hacienda after reconvening with our squad mates. So right there I regrouped the cipher, so it's following me. And you'll always hear the cipher. It's kind of an annoying sound, but it doesn't accompany the whole... It's not a constant sound effect. Okay, we got it. We have a guy on the roof. There's me lying on the ground like an idiot, but we have a guy on the roof up there, and I honestly can't tell you why I chose to do a scan now, lying there without any cover. That's a bad mistake. You should not get into the habit of doing that. In fact, I'll very much try not to do that in the future, because I heard them. I heard those guys getting wise to my presence there, so I canceled out of that scan very quickly, but at least I got the intel And when I say intel, I just mean the red pegs on the map showing us that these guys are... You see, I mean, look at how slow he moves. And it's like he's on a track or something, like those ramps at the airport. It's just like, I don't know. But I was in the red here, and one more hit would have been my demise. But I wouldn't, honestly, would not have to have gone back too far with that checkpoint. But do prepare for a difficult section up ahead with the Hacienda. And I'm really enjoying this guy, I really am. I hope you like to follow the channel and stuff like that. And I used to have, I do have a Twitter account if you want to follow me there. It's just Big Benedict. I don't have a Facebook account. I was actually reading an article about people who don't have Facebook accounts, and some doctors and psychiatrists and employers think that it's atypical for someone, or abnormal for them not to have a Facebook account. I thought that was the biggest load of bullshit ever, but it does, I guess, show that you're socially active on the internet. I just don't like Facebook myself, and you might ask why am I on Twitter then? I don't even know. I think it's really lame too, the limit of characters you get. I know it's supposed to be a little fast little tweet like a bird. Fucking bullshit. And like every day people are adding me to Google Plus, and I'm like, how are they doing that, and why are they doing that? You guys, if you are doing that kind of shit, stop, because I don't like that. You know, it's stupid to even do that. No offense if any of my friends actually have done that, you know, that's okay, but I just don't. I'll never do Google Plus. It's lame, so don't even try to do that, because it's never even gonna work. So anyway, back on topic. We need to get to the Hacienda building, so there's your checkpoint right there. And the way this guy is moving right here is not as fast as he normally moves. I had to condense these clips and make it about a 25-minute video, otherwise it would have been 40 minutes. These gunfights are just very long, and they're long for good reason. We need to, you know, be competent in what we're doing here. We can't just rush into situations without scanning like this. We're actually looking for Rawson, the guy who is always on the screen, and he was the guy in the prologue. He's your basic good guy. So look at all these enemies here. There's just a ton of enemies. Oh man. But anyway, okay, so we've scanned all of these guys, and it will tell you to periodically look in your intel map by pressing select. It doesn't tell you to press select, but that's what you're supposed to do. Taught us that in the tutorial. But now that I've started firing on these guys now, beautiful music here again. So many times I've heard really good scores in this game. It's like orchestral scores almost. But yeah, this is a pretty bad situation to be in because of this chain link fence here. So I have my night vision goggles on for good reason. It's just the enemies are much more visible this way, and you can see exactly what's going on without a bunch of murky shadows all around. So your biggest problem might actually be finding the guy, Rawson. It says search Rawson in the surroundings. There's no reason to search these surroundings because we're not even at the Hacienda yet. So there's a tactical map if you want to press select. So there's our squad, there's this squad, and he should be up there. I mean, he is up there. I know he's up there in a room. And I actually just stumbled across him, and that's probably, I imagine that would, it doesn't sound too good, but it's not like a huge area you're looking in, because once you take care of all the soldiers, you can pretty much just, you know, go. I don't even know how many rooms there is. It's all open space, and you'll probably find it. If not, just definitely check your intel map here, because there's only so many places he could possibly be, and I don't know if he's in a different location sometimes, because this was my first time through the level, and there's no checkpoint anywhere, so you have to. Oh, was that him? Right? No, that's not him. But I'm using my gun cam. I will run out of bullets eventually. But I have my deputies placed where they are now, and we're in attack mode. And I noticed that there was an enemy over here. A lot of enemies, actually. Damn, so many enemies here. And you have to kill them. There will come a point when it says like 5 minutes are left before the chopper's going to come and give us our evac out of here. But the thing is, I think even then you have to kill all the enemies. So that's fine by me. I mean, I don't like stealth. I like shooting guys, so this is fine. But if you're on the fence about getting this game, I would definitely recommend that you buy it. I mean, if you want a competent... The hit detection, when you hit these enemies, is really good, to the point where it's even a little bit generous. I think with that circle, that wide circle that you're shooting with the reticle, here I had to heal up. It's generous, but it's not like the game is pandering to you by being easy. You know, these situations are pretty damn tough. And most of the situations in Ghost Recon Future Soldier were pretty damn easy, but the thing was, you would have these stealth requirements, and everything would have to go just so. And if one thing went wrong, sometimes the game would just restart you. And that was where I really struggled in that game, getting things to work properly. But even so, it's a very competent game. As is this game. It's just I think it's only a year younger than Future Soldier, because I think Future Soldier came out in 2008 and this game came out in 2007. So, you know, this game is not that old when you think about it. I hope I'm getting my facts straight there. But yeah, another issue I had here was it's just I don't know where I'm located, and it would be nice to have a waypoint, but I think they take it off intentionally because they don't want to just tell you where Rawson is. So, are we even in the Hacienda yet? Looks like we're in a tennis court or something. It's a dilapidated and no longer functioning Hacienda. So, okay, I think the Hacienda is up ahead there, and the damn foliage is getting in my way here, but it's no big deal. I can send out some patrols, take care of these guys. But like I was saying, the hit detection is very good in this game. And if you did want to go for that extra challenge above and beyond with that Ghost Recon challenge, one hit, that might be pretty doable without a lot of frustration. Because you don't get hit too much in this game. Not really, anyway. I mean, like, I thought it was like a regenerating shooter like Ghost Recon. Wasn't Ghost Recon that way? I think it was. Future Soldier. But when you get hit, he makes a big deal about getting hit. He's just like, I'm shot, I'm hit. So you always know when you're getting hit. Okay, here's the guy right here. So I didn't even have to do any looking right there. But this is Rawson. You'll recognize this guy. And there's going to be an edit over here because you do get a checkpoint, and then I perished. But you don't have to protect Rawson. That's the important thing to realize. What's going to happen is eventually, within about 5 minutes, you're going to get a chopper coming down where the circle... There should be a circular area. Ooh, okay. This guy got his due. Okay, I don't think you can see the circular area quite yet. Right there, I meant to do a survey. And I did press R2, but I was in the ghost modes where I'm on my teammates, so I wasn't in the cipher mode. But the scan was unsuccessful because we're up here and it doesn't show enemies beneath these walls underneath. And there is an enemy tank down the way. If there's not, there will be one very shortly. And you see how I'm in UAV cipher mode? I think I was trying to press up over here with the intention of setting down my teammates right over here. But you see how it's doing it one by one? That's because I have the cipher on. So that was a mistake. And now there is a truck. There is an enemy transport down there. So definitely take that out. You've got to take it out. And I think after that, then you'll finally get that notice. Okay, there I did it correctly. You'll get the notice that there's 5 minutes left. And if you could just... I don't think you have to kill all the enemies on second thought. You know, just hold the fort, and whoever's left will retreat. Because I do remember some enemies just retreating at the end of that time limit. So they probably get scared off by the chopper that comes in. Most definitely. So now we're just taking down this truck with the guns, and I don't know how realistic that is in real life. I don't think it would just blow up, not unless if you're hitting it in the right spots. But this might be the point where the 5 minute thing is already coming, but okay, so there's the hold position. Did I just get that? Or yeah, it looks like I just got that. So now if we could just hold down the fort or the hacienda until the chopper comes, we'll be fine. And these stairs right here, I think, did I take a hit right here? Almost. Ooh. Yeah. I should have taken the other staircase. But this was, like, this pisses me off right here. I can't even look over the railing up here, except if I'm in this little area, this little alcove right here. You can with the gun cam, but that's another thing. Like this, I could not even fire at these guys. He should lean over and shoot. But as you can see, I'm struggling to do that. I'm struggling to do what I'm expecting the game to do, but I don't have any bullets in the gun cam, so I can't even use that right now. So I'm gonna have to get here, and here's just trigger fail on the. It's just the game's failing right here because look, I'm trying to shoot, but it has the X marker, so I had to get out of the cover. It's just one of those little technicalities of being out of the too close to a jagged edge on the platform. I don't know what is going on, but also I don't know if it's 5 minutes in real time or if it's, you know, they just say 5 minutes and then it actually occurs like 2 to 3 minutes after. I don't remember. But I think we're almost done with these damn enemies. Okay, so they took out... Fortunately, my teammates took out that other enemy transport. I don't know if that's a requirement for beating the level. If it is, just have your teammates focus on it. They'll take it down. They might actually just take it down for the script, for the sake of the script. So there we go. Now that you see they're fleeing, so the objective is completed. We saved Rawson. We picked him up. And now we're going to get picked up by this chopper. So all you need to do now is to go over to where it is, and I'll see you in the next mission. Thanks for watching my guide.